What is up, it's your boy A here, also known as Toon Link Main, and today we're gonna be talking about the Unc Bowl, also known as the Icy Hot Bowl, as well as the Dodgers are planning to sweep the Milwaukee Brewers in the NLCS. So yeah, basically we're just gonna get started around here. It's just the fact that what's called. This is normally, normally I was, okay, so normally I do this show around like 5 p.m. But there is a game that's going to be going on at 5 p.m. So I actually moved this one a lot earlier because of a game. And this is game 4 of the NLCS, which is coming up just only like, I don't know, almost 2.5 hours away from this stream. So basically what we're actually be doing right here is just like we're gonna be sitting there and just gonna chillax for a little bit and also get something ready. I also have the air conditioning on is because gotta get a little bit hot. Then hope my computer doesn't crash for the entire game later today. Oh yeah, 'cause Okay, so we're gonna be on the topic soon. Okay, so the first topic I'm gonna be talking about is the Thursday night football between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals, between two 40-year-old QBs playing each other, also known as the Icy Hot Bowl and the Unc Bowl. So here's the summary. Joe Flacco with 31 out of 47 attempts, 342 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Aaron Rodgers with 23 out of 34 attempts, 249 yards total, 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. A QB battle for two 40-year-olds throwing that type of numbers. So yeah, that's basically, I seen that one out of that game. And a lot of people would just be like wondering, what's going on in that game, and it was quite close most of the time. It was quite close most of the time. It's just the fact that here's the summary about that game. The Bengals have more time and yards on offense than the Steelers. Then the Steelers defense have some major issue, and that's including Jalen Ramsey try to cover T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, but ended up getting burnt toast by those two. Joe Flacco is showing his elite performance. Like I mentioned earlier, 31 out of 47 attempts, 342 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a QB rating over 100. And the last 3 minutes of the game is getting intense, meaning that people are just scoring left and right. And the Bengals ended up winning with a game-winning field goal to make it, I forgot what the score was, so I will definitely have to look at the score once again. It is 33-31. I forgot about the scoreboard. then it's gonna be the best Thursday night football game so far this year. Since I don't know. I don't know which one. Week 5? I mean, week 4 was just like, those two are sloppy. Week 5 looks like it could be a potential. So yeah, that's basically it on my Thursday night takes. It's just, not many going on right there. It's just gonna be that, because next Thursday it will be the, okay, next Thursday is going to be Minnesota versus the Chargers. And that could be a good one too. Then the next one, Baltimore versus Miami. Why would anyone want to watch that one? That will be a tank bowl. Broncos versus Raiders might be interesting. Well, the Broncos will beat the Raiders. Oh, that one's bad. I mean, the Patriots might end up beating the Jets in that game. Buffalo and Houston, I don't know about that one. It's just a slop fest. Skip the Thanksgiving one. Detroit and Dallas. I think Detroit will maul Dallas. Then, yeah, Tampa Bay might beat the Falcons. Should be a good one. Chicago and Green Bay. I think Green Bay might end up pulling that one as a win. Then, that's basically it. That's all the other Thursday night games. But anyway, I will have to, try to pivot to the next one. I mean, we're gonna go to the next one actually. You know. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one now. Okay, so the next one, this is gonna be interesting. It's basically the LA Dodgers is leading 3-0 against the Milwaukee Brewers. Game 1, 2-1 win in Milwaukee. It's just like, I don't know. Both teams only just hit at the end, and the Dodgers win that one. Then game 2, which is 5-1. Dodgers lead the series 2-0 with Yamamoto only pitched for the entire game. And the Brewers hadn't even scored since the first inning. And they remain scoreless right there. Then game 3, which is on Tuesday, and we beat them 3-1 with 2 scores in the bottom of the 6th. So basically what we're doing is that right there. So yeah, Dodgers are up 3-0. We play tonight in game 4. Would it be a sweep? I don't know. The only time can tell. What I can think of about this is the collapse of the Milwaukee Brewers. They got the number one seed. They have like 97 wins this year, and they barely beat the Cubs. And they have some major flaws out there, so I might gonna highlight some of their flaws. Uh, so here's some of these issues that's going on right there at the game 3 of this series. Jackson Corio, their best hitter in the Brewers, he's out with a hamstring cramp after game 3, and the offensive struggles proven that with their poor performance and running and scoring in the recent losses. And their postseason performance, they never do well in October. And it's just like, it's not going to look too good. Their team personality criticism is just like, had to get rid of pitchers. I mean, their pitching, their bullpen is also awful as well. Don't forget about that. Like, most of the times with their bullpen, they ended up pulling a ball instead of a strike. And they can't even strike many people out. They're trying to get many people to walk, and next bases might get loaded, and that's all that matters. And another one is a fan, by just calling a Dodgers fan, call ice in game 2 when the Dodgers are beating them like 5-1 in game 2. Completely unacceptable by Brewers fans. Like, all in all, it's just like, this is going to be a collapse during this series. Remember, during the Cubs series, they have some major issues. I might have to, like, I might have to highlight during the Cubs series. Here it is. Is right here. Is right here. So the main issue with the Brewers in the NLDS against the Cubs is the historic struggles in potential playoff clinching games. After they lost game 3 and game 4 over there in Chicago, it's just their overall performance has insignificant overcame, I don't know. It's just like they were sloppy during that game. And I'm just looking at that series with the Brewers. I mean, with the Dodgers, however, I mean, to the other side with the Dodgers, like, the hitting might be an issue right now, but the outfield might be good. Pitching did all right. Like, game 2, we didn't use anyone in the bullpen, just Yamamoto. Game 3, after Glasnow keeps doing ball, Vesia, he kind of did well. Then Blake Treinen, then Anthony Banda, then Siaske. Siaske is the guy that literally gonna strike people out at the 9th, and he's been doing real good in the postseason. I mean, the main issue with the Dodgers always has to be the bullpen, but the bullpen actually did well against the Brewers in this series. Just remember, like, I'm actually looking at this. But again, we're gonna go back to game 4 in the divisional series with the Brewers against the Chicago Cubs. They lose to them 6-0, and that game was quite atrocious to look at it. And that was just like, How do you guys even tie against them? It's just like that could have been that, but I'm looking at their box score. They couldn't even hit anything for those ninth innings. All they keep getting is outs and outs and outs. And note that the Peralta is just bad at pitching right now. And look at their whatchamacallit. Their Peralta is bad. Ashby's bad. Gasser's bad. Then the other guy is bad. It's just like overall during this series, I think the Brewers bullpen is so bad that the Dodgers might ended up sweeping them. It's just insanely just utterly disgusting for a 97 win team. But once again, we might gonna move on to the other topic that I wanted to do it. But before that, we might gonna be playing this 10-second countdown. If I could find the 10-second countdown real quick. Where the hell is my 10-second countdown? There we go. So on my
culture is actually damn good.
I'm calling both games.
It's past your bedtime. All in my ass.
Okay, so I'm back. We did talk about the Dodgers series against the Brewers and how the Brewers are now struggling against us. It's just there's other things that might gonna be going on as well. Like before we're gonna go on to the next topic, it's gonna be the Rams gonna play the Jaguars in London against the Jaguars. Am I gonna pivot to that one right there? So am I gonna find that tweet first on the Rams? Playing over there in London. At the practice at the Orioles field in Baltimore after that game against the the Ravens last Sunday. Now they're practicing over there in Baltimore now. So I might gotta pull that out too. So don't worry. So yeah, am I gonna find that out there? So up next, we're gonna be finding out that the LA Rams are gonna be playing the Jacksonville Jaguars over there in London. Yes, in London this time. So last Sunday with the Rams, we beat the Baltimore Ravens in an ugly game, 17-3. The Ravens, they can't even move the damn ball on offense. Ravens defense looked bad. The Rams managed to do some turnovers in the second half and managed to show up in the second half as well as the offense just putting up 14 points in the second half as well. The first half it just ended up 3-3, and Cooper Rush had to be demoted for Tyler Huntley. Lamar Jackson is still going to be injured until the Bears game, even though they have a bye week, and yet they still can't even figure out during the bye week because the Ravens are still that. I don't fucking blame them. The team is just downright dead, and they're dead. And the Steelers might ended up winning the AFC North because of the reason. However, the Rams are still trying to compete there. But anyway, we had to go to whatchamacallit. I'm trying to find, where the hell can I find? Where can I find it? I'm trying to find the Rams. Maybe I go to my following. Maybe I go to following. I could find Rams. I did. Hold up. I'm absolutely trying to follow the. I'm actually trying to find. I'm trying to find it off of the Rams. Okay, so. No, not dumpster fire. Where did I? Jeez, how much followings do I have on Twitter? Ah, there it is. I definitely had to find this image. Yeah, you know. Might as well just full screen that. Go to here. Might as well just deactivate myself here. And we are gonna reactivate ourselves right here. Then we go to the Rams. Okay, so I'm on Twitter right now, and I had to find where it is. Oh yeah, Puka Nakua is not gonna be playing this week, so. Here it is. So the Rams are technically practicing right there, over there in Baltimore, at Oriole Park. Kind of look weird to have that in the baseball, but you know, we're practicing there because we're actually going to be playing the Jaguars in London. Jaguars might be a scary team after they had that upset win against Kansas City on that Monday night game, but I ended up losing to the Seahawks with 7 sacks allowed on Trevor Lawrence. So now we're in the situation to practice here, and this is the last game before the bye week, because our next game after that is at home against New Orleans in November. So that's one shot about that. And there's some other stuff during the social media. Right here, there's another one right here. They also did that part right there. They're doing some home run stuff, but I will have to keep doing that. That's Jordan Wellington supporting the Dodgers. He was at the Dodgers game last year in the World Series. Hopefully he's going to go there again this year. Here's the video I was looking for. This. Hold up. I got to pause that for a second. And I managed to play it because I don't think I have it. I have the audio on. So now we can play it. Oh God, I forgot the audio's on. Damn it. Not perfect. Now we can play it. There's Devontae Adams trying to hit that bat. Atmos trying to get the cheers from the stands, even though it's quite empty because
coming in at second base.
Coming
Puna 4 up.
Puna 4 trying to go into second base.
We're just starting to get going. Yeah, comes right. Get into it.
Kyron Williams trying to be like the starting pitcher right here. Matthew Stafford did pitch on the mound. So yeah, we're actually practicing right there in Camden Yards. So that's the reason why we're doing this. So we could go to London. Right here. That's the game. And yeah, people are putting that Trevor last week. Yep, we are definitely going to be playing an international one, including next year. So that's what I'm going to be seeing that one. Now I got to deactivate here. Can't reactivate right there. So basically, that's how we're gonna be doing this right there in London, week 7. And the problem is, I gotta wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I gotta stream at 6:30, so I have to wait. But it's okay. I wake up at 5 anyway. Okay, so that's gonna be funny. So another thing is the Sunday Night Football. So Sunday Night Football between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers over there in Levi Stadium. The 49ers, they lost to the Buccaneers 30-19 with Baker Mayfield just doing Baker Mayfield things, including that injury bowl. Technically it was injury bowl because both teams were injured. Fred Warner's now out for the rest of the season with an ankle injury, and for the Falcons, they upset the Buffalo Bills and they used Bijan Robinson, and he out here just torching Buffalo's defense. That's the main concern with the Bills, is their defense. Since New England just exposed their defense, that is the type of thing that that the Falcons are absolutely doing. And not to mention with Drake London and of course Tyler Algier too. And Michael Penix, he had a very nice game with 20 out of 32 attempts with 250 yards and a tutty and a QB rating of 97.1. If the Falcons can actually do this, then they can actually win games. But the sad part is that the Rams have the Falcons pick, so this might be a little dicey, but I think the Falcons might pull an upset right there against the 49ers, even though it might hurt our draft stock since we have their pick. But like, once again, the Falcons might be a good team if they can stay consistent and not blow it at Tampa Bay, which they don't play until December 11, which is Thursday Night Football week 15. So yeah, so that's my Sunday night prediction. I am definitely is terrible. I'm literally like 2-4 right now. Oh wait, no, I'm 3-3. Oh no, I'm 2-4 because I picked Detroit last week. Another thing is, I'm looking at my Sunday night football prediction. Week 1, I picked the Ravens, not good. Week 2, picked the Vikings, 0-2. Then I picked the Chiefs, so that's 1-2. Then I picked the Packers, so I'm 1-1. Ended up a tie, so I'm 1-1. I'm 1-1 right now. Then I did pick the the Bills, so I'm 1-3-1. Then I picked the Lions last week, so I'm 1-4-1. That is my record this year. It is so bad because of that fucking tie. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I don't know what should I do at the end of the season. I don't have a co-host yet, but this is bad. So anyway, I will have to, Okay, so I might have to look at the, many topics do I have left for this thing? Looking at kick, no one's putting their shitty ass whatchamacallit, right? Good. And you know. Good, no one's actually putting their stupid whatchamacallit, right? So anyway, I'm definitely gonna be, gonna go to the next topic right here. A little bit controversial, but this is gonna be fucking true. And it's basically Donald Trump trying to, right? Threaten to bring the World Cup to other games. So I got one right. There's two of them actually. And I got the first one right here coming up. I have to keep doing this. It's common whenever they are cast. Boom. This is the first one right here. And what I'm actually been talking about is this. Don't know why I throw Donald Trump right now. It's the fact that, So Trump is now planning to move some World Cup games to other cities because these blue cities that are trying to do something that is against the Trump administration, such as going against ICE agents, protesting against ICE, makes it sanctuary for illegal immigrants to stay. So Trump's trying to move them to somewhere else that isn't a sanctuary area. So Boston, LA, Philadelphia, New York, some other places, highly blue cities, Seattle as well, that's on the list out there. They're trying to move them away from those cities and probably throw somewhere like Green Bay or I don't know, some other places, or even Vegas too. So my prediction is the fact that out of all those cities that are hosting the World Cup, I want the World Cup to please relocate from Philadelphia to Las Vegas, because if the city of Philadelphia doesn't bring their crime down, Philadelphia's crime rate is basically higher than the national average, including carjacking and shootings. There are a ton of shootings right there in Philadelphia, including the one on 4th of July. Teen takeovers might be common in the city of Philadelphia because what the hell are their parents at? Like, what are they doing in the city? Because, to be fair, Philadelphia is not a safe place for tourists. It is not a safe place to host the World Cup unless they can lower the crime rate. But the mayor and the district attorney of Philadelphia are just too corrupt. Like, that's why they need to move the World Cup out of Philadelphia. I know there's other cities, but my main example is Philadelphia. To order to fix Philadelphia, they need to send in the National Guard as soon as possible because the city is becoming out of control. It is not safe to walk down Center City. I don't think it's going to be great out there to go to the parks and some other places. And actually, they ended up having curfews because I remember looking at the Liberty Mall. They put out curfews that, Liberty Place put out curfews thinking after 2 p.m., anyone who's below the age of 18 will have to be acquired with an adult. And that's why the city is becoming a Gotham mess. So that's my take on why the World Cup should relocate it from Philadelphia to Las Vegas. It's because of the crime rates in Philadelphia. And there's other cities and also the Olympics in LA that might be moved as well if the city refused to his demands to make it safer. That's including the immigration with to cooperate with ICE. So yeah, I don't want to be too political, but that is the type of stuff. The video just says it out loud, and I'm sorry it's muted again. Now we can play it. So this is what Trump's been saying. There's actually two.
Somebody said, would we think about taking the World Cup away from Boston if they don't straighten it out? And the answer is yes. We have the right to do that with FIFA. So if we think that LA is going to be bad, or we think that applies a little bit to the Olympics too, but if we think there's any reason that whether it's Boston or anywhere else that they're not doing their job, we're going to take those World Cup games and move them someplace else. Somebody said.
Yeah, I feel like what's McCoy? He might do it to Philadelphia. The Philadelphia mayor ain't doing anything to make the Philadelphia safe. Oh God, I forgot I didn't full screen it. I even said that on my tweet right there. Both of these tweets actually. So not just in Boston, Philadelphia as well, because Philadelphia is run by, a bunch of lunatics and hacks. And yeah, okay, I did have some tweets from the last night's game, such as the Bengals won the Unc Bowl, and wait, Joe Flacco can run?
I think it's not. It's actually a very fair question. If I think it's not safe, we're going to move it out of that city. If
yeah, this is also
governor
the other video
Illinois,
who
is
I really want to show this bad.
Between last week and the week before, 11 murders, and 38 people were shot. Then he gets up and says, "This is a very safe." And then he says crime is better. The reason crime is better is because Cash put about 5 months ago a whole team of FBI people there to get ready for when we go in, and they've lowered it a little bit, like 20-25%, which isn't good enough, but it's a good start. But that was only put there because they're preparing for us to go in. And by the way, they've done a good job. So then Pritzker gets up, we've lowered crime 25. It's because the FBI was here. So, no, if any city we think is going to be even a little bit dangerous for the World Cup or for the Olympics, where they have Olympic overthrow, right? But for the World Cup in particular, because they're playing in so many cities, we won't allow it to go to, we'll move it around a little bit. But I hope that's not going to happen, yeah.
Okay, I think that's the full part of the video right there. And yeah, you're not seeing my other tweets about that Unc Bowl. And yeah, the Steelers bullshit. And the Dodgers are 3-0 from yesterday. These are from yesterday's tweets.
I think it's...
that I put out. And my pin tweet.
It's actually a very
also
fair...
just follow me on X. I know it didn't say follow because this is officially my profile. So yeah, make sure you follow me on X.
Question. If I think it's not safe, we're going to move it out of that city.
And some other shit. I just need to get something else. As well as, oh yeah, as well as Gary Chamber calling him a lol coward of the year nominee for his BS statement as well. So I don't want to be going too much on X. Okay, so get me out of X, and one more thing. So let me guess. Hold up, I really need to do this. I want to show you guys. Okay, so I'm actually gonna show you guys one more thing. Hold up, I gotta check on Kick just in case if any of these assholes really thought it's funny to put their fucking whatchamacallit. Oh, thank God no one wants to put their fucking whatchamacallit, their Discord name So, remember yesterday, right? Back in, what's my call? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh god, I forgot. Wrong format. Okay, so yo, remember yesterday when I showed you guys this stupid thingy at my Dodgers Brewers Game 3 stream yesterday? When I showed you guys this TikTok and I sent you guys to this one? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm playing this again. I'm playing this again this time. Oh shit, I forgot I'm still muted. Yeah, I'm playing you guys this again. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. It never stopped. I might have to use this for it gets even better. It gets even better. It's her voice. With the mini oh my god! This is fucking amazing. I love it. This is the reason why people should like it. He's an amazing content creator. I'm definitely gonna be honest. He's amazing. More amazing that I also showed you guys this yesterday. This
Mega Knight is stupid, overpowered, and the fighter was the Mega Knight.
that will be me if she ever done that. Please. I don't know. Oh no, you're probably just wondering, Jesus fuck. What have you done? What's even less more cringy? Let me guess. I will find, my other friend. So I found my other friend right here. That was Renell. Now we're going to JoJo right here. You know, this one that I met her at the gym 3 years ago. Oh, I don't know if she's gonna do something real funny about it. I never knew she actually owned a fucking cat. So anyway, I will have to play one of them so I don't get fucking demonetized.
Your girlfriend wants to be my girlfriend. She be calling me, telling me about you. Your girlfriend wants to be my girlfriend. She be calling me, telling me about you.
I don't know why she owns a fucking cat right there. I gotta ask her if she owns a cat. But yeah, I'm still bitter about week 3 on that blocked field goal. But anyway, I am still bitter about week 3 with that blocked field goal with my Rams against her Eagles. I'm still bitter about it. Blocked field goal by Jordan Davis and returning for a touchdown. When the Rams should have won that game, despite not supposed to blow the fucking lead, that put the foot on the gas all the way. But yes, again, it's just the fact that Kevin Patullo is her #1 enemy with her football team. I don't know. I'm just sitting there and be like, yeah, you're fucking whatchamacallit. I never knew she actually owned a cat.
I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. The start of nothing. I had no chance to prepare.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to both of you.
I thought that I was.
So yeah, I am so sorry for both of you. I might have to, Oh no. Oh yes. So yeah, I'm sorry to both Renell and Jordan that I accidentally showed you both of your TikTok on this stream. Especially because this is a shitty show, by the way. This show is so fucking bad, it's just like, you might as well just puke it. But yeah, Jordan, I'm still bitter on what happened week 3 between the Rams and the Eagles. We should have won that game against your Eagles because your Eagles look terrible. Even though they did lose to Jackson Dart last Thursday, and that week before, and that Sunday before, you guys lost to the Broncos with a missed call pass interference at the end of the game. And now you're going to be playing Minnesota right there in Minneapolis when I have to play the Jaguars in London. Yeah. Still bitter about that. Next time we play each other in the playoffs, I'm hoping that the Rams should win it against them. If we manage to play them in the playoffs soon. I don't know. But sorry guys, we just run out of time on this stream, because our next stream is going to be Game 4. It's a win or go home situation. It's a win and go to the World Series situation, so we could get our brooms out against the Brewers. If we manage to do it anyway, but yeah. And I'll see you guys at the stream, at the Dodger stream. Bye!